kitchen like a queen on a mission. It been tight, tight, heart full of ambition, drizzling her oils with a touch so serene. Every dish she crafts is bold, bright and clean. No shortcuts, no secrets, just truth in every bite. She seasons with purpose, she stirs with light. Her cuisine tells a story, rich, pure and wise. Her signature of shimmer as the aromas rise. That rise in the skillet makes the whole room sing. Her kitchen is a temple where wildness is king. No rush, no pressure, just rhythm and grace. She plates every meal like a warm embrace. Eat clean, cook clean, live clean. That's her way, Chef Marlene brings.
Hello, and welcome all. It is Wednesday, another day in the kitchen with me, Chef Mark. This is your first time. I want to say welcome. Here in this community, we try to eat clean, cook clean, and most of all, live clean. So follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook under Chef Mar Oils and Cuisine. So I don't know about you. Every once in a while, I want like breakfast for dinner, breakfast for lunch. So today we're going to hop right into it. I am making a recipe that is in my new cookbook. Yes, it's coming. Stay tuned. I know you see me posting about it, but I am so excited. So come on in. When you get in here, say hello. Hey, Cheryl, what's up? Hey, sis, what's up? Listen, if you like pancakes, put pancakes in the comment. You know I like a talk to me kitchen. Pancakes. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It doesn't matter. I love a good pancake. And every once in a while, when you don't feel like cooking, look, you can cook up a batch of pancakes and be on your merry way. But here's the thing. You know, in Chef Mark's kitchen, we're going to keep it healthy. So this is my chickpea pancake. Yes, the chickpea pancake. I know you probably said, oh my goodness, here she go with these chickpeas again. But guess what? They're so versatile, full of protein, full of fiber, absolutely good for your gut. And guess what? It's not the box stuff. No, it's not. So let's get started. You know what I say. Let's grab the apron and let's get cooking. Hold on. Let's grab the apron. Let's get cooking. So put your apron on. You know what to do. If this is your first time, I want to say that everyone, whether you have an apron or not, you are welcome in the kitchen. And I love comments. Put your comments in. When this is how you can be an usher in my kitchen, by sharing, hitting that like, share with your friends, share with your family. Say Chef Mark's in the kitchen cooking up something good. All right, so put your apron on. If you don't have one, hit that share, hit that like button, and comments. That really helps me out. So let's get started. All right, here we go. So the first thing that we want to do is, in a separate bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. So just let me reach over here and grab. Here we go. You know I can't do anything without dropping something every week. 1 cup of milk. Now I am using something called almond milk. MALK, unsweetened. Can you see it? Almond milk. MALK, not MILK. This is unsweetened. And I love this because the ingredients are clean, they're healthy. Filtered water, organic almonds, and Himalayan pink salt. No oils, no gums, no other junk and fillers like that. So if you find it, if you see it, I get it from Sprouts, or you might find it at Whole Foods. It takes me a minute to find this, but I really like it, or your local health food store. So let's, one bowl, small bowl, 1 cup. 1 cup. One cup of milk. We're going to make a buttermilk situation. Okay, I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator like so. To that, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So if your recipe, any recipe calls for buttermilk, you want to add a tablespoon to regular milk. And you just set it aside for a few minutes. So we're going to do that. We're going to stir it. Thank you for coming. And that's going to give us that tart, tangy flavor, good for a pancake. All right. You can do this also with any recipe that calls for buttermilk. We're just going to sit that aside for a minute or two. And sit that aside. Make sure I don't knock that over. So in another bowl, like so, I'm going to add 1 cup of einkorn flour. It's spelled Einkorn. Why that flour, Chef Mark? Because the germ, the wheat germ, isn't stripped from it. When you buy wheat flour, wheat bread, or anything, it's processed. And what they do is they take all the nutrients out of it. I don't care if it says, oh, it's wheat bread. Yes. But if you flip it, like I said last week, and the first ingredient is enriched, that means that what they took out naturally, now they have to put it back in with unnatural ingredients. What's the point? We don't want that. So a lot of times people are not making their own bread, even though I love to do that. And now they have all these gadgets that you can make your own. I have them. I'm a gadget queen. So I just like to use einkorn flour because it is really, really all natural, very good for you. So we're just going to add that into the bowl like so. Okay, thank you for coming also. And the good thing about that you should do if possible is clean while you're going along, while you're working. I'm going to also, here comes the chickpea flour. I love to use Bob's Red Mill Chick-fil-A, not fleas, no fleas, chickpea flour. All right, it's stone ground, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, so it's actually good. And you can do so many things with this chickpea flour, okay? So I'm going to add that as well. 1 tablespoon goes in here. Thank you for coming as well. Now, what are we going to do? In order to make this fluffy, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Make sure when you reach up into your cabinet or wherever you get have your spices or anything like that, make sure you get powder and not soda, okay? Powder and not soda. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Hello, 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 everybody. Come on in, come on in. I'm going to add like a nice heaping tablespoon. And if you want them a little more, some people don't like fluffy pancakes. Some people like fat, thin pancakes. Put in the comment, are you a fluffy or are you a flat? I crack my own self up. Fluffy or flat? Fluffy or flat? No judgment here. No judgment here. Lorraine says she's a flat with crispy edges. Oh, we can make that happen. Flat with crispy edges. Anybody else? Anybody else? Will there be one? All right. So we have that. Now I'm going to add now this is optional. I'm going to add like a teaspoon of salt, but you can use a half teaspoon if you desire. Okay. All right. So there you go. Now, if you like your batter a little sweet, you can add some. I have date sugar, organic date sugar. That's not in the recipe in the book, but I'm just showing you other options that sometimes people like their batter a little sweet. So I'm just going to add just a little, maybe about a half a tablespoon, because after all, I'm going to add syrup to it. But if you don't have this, you can add, we don't use white sugar in Chef Mark's kitchen, but you can try adding a little maple, but we're going to do that in our liquid. And did I do that? No, I'm sorry. Add your maple to your liquid, and that'll make it sweet too. My bad. And I'm just going to eyeball. I'm just going to add like a tablespoon, a teaspoon to the batter, to the milk. Okay, just stir that in. Stir that in. And the good thing about it, you can taste it to see how it, if it has a flavor that you like. And I'm also going to add some vanilla to the milk. I have vanilla paste. Vanilla paste is very good. It's thick. I like it because it's thick and luscious looking. So we're going to add that as well. I almost forgot. You're going to stir that in. So even if you don't want to add the sugar, that is your option to do or not to do. Okay. So in our liquid, we have our milk, we have our apple cider vinegar, we have our vanilla bean paste, and a little maple. So that's sweet enough. I think that's sweet enough because you're going to add sweetness to it. Now, here's the thing. Good afternoon, Sissy. Listen, just because these are, I'm making them sweet like we always choose, usually like our pancakes, maybe they're a little sweet. You can make savory pancakes. A lot of people, think, oh, pancakes, I need my syrup, I need my fruit. Today we're going to be doing all of that, but you can make a savory pancake. You can take this pancake and add mushrooms and spinach. You can make it a dinner plate if you desire. That's the good thing about cooking. That is the wonderful thing about cooking. Let me see if I can make sure that I share this out. I can see your comments on here too. Very good, very good. I'm just going to share this. Give me one moment. I'm going to share. Okay. All right. So let's go. In our bowl, we need a whisk. We're whisking up all our dry ingredients. Now, here's a chef tip. When you make your pancakes, you want to make sure that when you pour your wet into your dry, the good thing about a pancake, if you let this rest for 5 to 10 minutes or maybe like 15 minutes, the activation of the baking powder and the vinegar, it does wonderful things. So, I'm going to turn my pan on over here, and I'm going to turn on about a medium high heat, and get that pan going. I'm using a cast iron pan. If you have a grill pan, you can use that. That is quite all right. So everything is good. I don't need you anymore. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We definitely might need you. Date sugar, if you can find it, fine. If not, that's all right too. Stirring it up. Everything is incorporated. Now, here's the thing with the liquid. You want to add it, and you don't want. Some people like a thin batter. Some people like a thick batter. So we're gonna see how it works out. I am using, and we have some butter. You can use vegan butter. You can use no butter. You can use. I like when I'm using butter. I like to use sometimes unsalted butter because our batter has salt in it, and a lot of times when we're cooking, our food already has salt in it. You are welcome to add whatever kind of butter that you want to add. Okay, so let's add. Let's get a knife or not. Oh, I do have a knife. I'm going to add just a little bit to the pan. Remember, our heat is on low because we don't want this to burn. But we want this will add flavor to our pancake. And if you don't have that, you can always go in with a little avocado oil, grapeseed oil, whatever you like. That's for those that want to do that. So I'm just gonna. And here's another thing. A lot of times you really don't need a non-stick pan if you have a well-seasoned cast iron pan. And we'll probably do something with that another time. So let's move that over there, over here, over here. And I'm going to pour in my liquid slowly. Now, stir this up because I see a little maple at the bottom. You want to get it all out. Why? Because we paid for it. I see that maple, that vanilla. Pour it in, pour it in, pour it in, and you stir it up. Now we got flat with crispy edges. Anybody say fluffy? Great idea. Flat, crispy, a little maple for the kids. They eat. They eat it without. That's right. That's why I put the question. Do you eat it straight out the pan? Look, whatever you like, and you don't want to over mix your batter. You don't want to over mix your batter. So this is going to give you that fluffy consistency. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes. Are there any questions? Ask me any questions. This is your time. I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes so all the goodness can activate. I'm going to turn my light down on low. Make sure my pan is low. And remember, this pancake is healthy because we use healthy flour. We use a healthy chickpea, which has protein and fiber and all the nutrients. Well, not the 9 essential amino acids that your body needs, but it's better than going to this grocery store and grabbing that box. I know it's quick. But here's the thing. You can make this up and store it in a container, not the liquid, but the dry batter. When you get ready to make the pancake, wow, I got it. I don't have to do all these steps. That's the benefit of something called mise en place. And it's just French for having everything ready. And that way, when you cook, it doesn't seem so daunting, like, oh my goodness, I gotta cut this up. Oh my goodness, I gotta go get this. Get your stuff in order, and then it'll flow. You're not opening a cabinet saying, oh my goodness, where is this? Oh my goodness, where is that? We're not playing hide and seek with our ingredients. Get them all ready, and then you're ready to go ahead and cook with them. Lorraine says she likes to, yes, that's a very good. Lorraine says she likes to use add oatmeal. Can I add that too? Most definitely. Now, if you don't want to use the chickpea flour, you can use oat flour. That is in the book also. If you don't want to use chickpea, you can use oat. All right. And see this lovely little utensil right here? This is wonderful, especially if you're baking or you need to grease your pan or go around your pan. It just does wonders. I love it. I love it. And then I probably won't have to add too much more oil to the pan, but we'll see. Oil or butter. I love this. It's a silicone baking, not a spatula, not a whisk. I can't even think of the name right now. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and if you like, I'm going to take a measuring cup and I'm going to make maybe, let's try a half a cup. I don't want to do that. I'll dip it in. Or a third of a cup. I'm going to try a third of a cup because I'm going to start with small pancakes, especially if you have children. And here we go. Oh, wait. Let me get the spoon because this is a spatula. Now, this is going to be a small pancake, but I'm going to Just stir it around in my pan. And you want to let this sit until bubbles, not a lot, start to form on top. Okay? So let me make sure my light is good. And sometimes the first pancake is always, a little wonky, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right? We'll sit this over here on the plate. I can take this off of here. I do have stainless steel cups. So we're going to let that, when it starts to bubble, it's going to be absolutely delicious. We're going to flip it when it starts to bubble on top of the pan. So any questions or comments? Anyone? Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And that when you measure your pancakes out, Lorraine, it has well, it depends. It gives it the same amount or same size. Now, when I put that in there, I knew I took the spatula and spread it around, but you don't have to do that. Another tool that's good to have in the kitchen is a fish spatula. This is good for flipping chicken, flipping your pancakes, flipping your whatever. It can't flip you, but it can flip whatever you put in that pan. It is absolutely, it's very good. It's very good. It's one of the best tools that I like to use when I have to do flipping and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if you can see the pancakes starting to rise a little, but that's because of the baking powder. All right. And it still has some setting to do. Now I'm only going to do about one pancake. I do want to show you, what they look like. And it might take time for this to brown. Remember, this has chickpea flour in it. And it's not your regular white flour that's processed. Or before I knew about icon flour, that's why I said when you know better, you should do better. When you know better, you start trying different things. I used to use unbleached flour because I found out that regular white flour was full of ingredients that's not good for your gut. A lot of people are gluten free, and here's the thing: a lot of people are gluten free and don't even know. Are have gluten sensitivities and don't even know it. So the best way that I say, and this is still a little soft, but we're gonna work it out. The best way to find out is start, switching out some of your processed flours, your white sugars, and things like that. With the savory pancakes, would you still eat them with some? You can. I have made, oh God, maybe years ago, I made a savory French toast. Absolutely amazing. It had peppers and it had mushrooms. And I just drizzled a little bit of syrup on it. Yeah, because I like the salty and the sweet. Anybody else like salty and sweet together? I know I do. What else can I eat with them? You can eat bacon. Wait, hold it. When we talk about bacon that doesn't have nitrate, that doesn't have no nitrate. Also, it's something else that especially no nitrate. Mm-mm. Uncured, thank you, Lorraine. Uncured bacon, and it has no nitrate in it. All right, no nitrate. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now this one, she look a little crazy, but she's crispy. It is a little crispy on the top. And when you think about fluffy, you think about stacked really, really high. The reason why this is going to be fluffy, because when you pick it up, you should be able to just feel like the crispiness on the outside, the fluffiness on the inside, not so much thick, fluffy. I know Lorraine likes a lot. I like crusty, not crusty, crispy. edges. I love your questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So get that uncured bacon. You can do a turkey well, you can do sausage if you're eating that. You can do turkey, bacon if you're eating that. Yeah, whatever you like. I have some feta and spinach sausage. Go good with this. You know, whatever you like. I feel like what's that movie Coming to America? Whatever you like. So let me get a plate. Hold on. Let me get a plate so we can and I'll make another one. But I do have one that is a little, and the texture of it. Now the first one, you know, they'd be a little jacked, but the crispy edges, crispy edges. Let's do another one. Hold on. Now here's the part that I like because it has some of the. I don't want the crumbs to burn, so I can just take my little wonderful baking tool here, take that grease, measure it out again. Now this has had a chance to sit much longer. I'm gonna just take it. There's my spatula, and I'm just gonna put it in the pan. Add it to the pan. Now this would cook a lot faster if you had like a grill, because that's the thing about making pancakes a lot of times. Um, when you have a grill pan, you can do 2, 4, 6, however many your grill holds. So I am going to, I think I have one in here too. Yes, I do. But I want to taste this one. Here we go. Let's put some butter on it. I'll take some butter. I have one that I had already made. Now this one, this is the crispy one. I'm gonna put it on top. The one that was nice and hot. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so now syrup. Wait, that pancake is gonna be better. That pancake right there is gonna be better, y'all. Better. Wait. Okay, hold on. I got butter. Oh wait, I didn't put butter on the other one, the bottom one. I like butter on my pancake. And I like a little bit of syrup. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of syrup on here, like so. Huh? And then I'm going to add some blueberries. Now you can let's put some blueberries on this one. Huh? Now y'all, you already know this is my favorite fruit. So I had to come with the blueberries. Had to. It was a must. It was a must. Okay. It's the flip situation. Oh, wait, y'all. Wait. Ah! I flipped it too soon. Don't be impatient like me and wait. Wait. Wait, I say. Wait, I say. That one is better than the first one. So here we go. Here we go. Here's our blueberries. Add them. Add them. You can pick them up. Put them on your plate. All right. So here we go. Dear Lord, we thank you for this lovely chickpea healthy pancake. That's going to be delicious for our bodies. Bless the hands that prepared it. That would be me, because guess what? This is my lunch. Huh? You see the texture, the thickness? If you let it sit, that's what I'm saying. That's why this first one came out thin. But when you let it sit, look at that. Look at that. It's almost like yeast. Letting it sit. That's a chef's kiss. Look, look, look. Chef's kiss. Wait till you see this one. Huh? Wait till you see. Wait till you see. You're going to see the difference. You're going to see the difference. I'm getting all that other little crummy stuff that when I flip the pancake, it, impatient me. You're going to see. You're going to see. You're going to see. You're going to see. That first one wasn't all that fluffy. This one, yes. The one I had in the oven, yes. And amen. 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 I think I need some more syrup. I need some more syrup. All right. Don't be greedy, Marlene. Amen. 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 Let's get a blueberry. Let's see all that syrup I put on there. Amen. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-hmm. You probably can't see that good if I bring it up close. But y'all saw the picture. That's good. Who needs a knife when you can cut it with your fork? Huh? Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Just enough chickpea. I do need that uncured bacon right about here. Let me tell you. I know I say eat clean, cook clean, live clean. But if you get the uncured nitrate bacon, as far as I know, that's the best. Mm. Get the pancake, Marlene. Get the pancake. The pancake. Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Look at the look at the blueberries. What you say? Somebody say she gonna have 3. Oh, I can't have 3 pancakes. I can, but I'm not gonna do that. But look, 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 look. I got asbestos hands. Look, 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 look. Absolutely delicious. Leftover batter, make them up, let them cool, put them between parchment paper, put it in a container. You can freeze them. Long as you freeze them with parchment paper in between. When it's time for breakfast, pull it out, put it in the toaster, put it in the convection oven, put it in your toaster oven. You got breakfast. Huh? Yes. Come on here. Who's making it? I want to know. If you don't know how, the cookbook is coming. The recipe is in the cookbook. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's so very good. Oh, you want me to take another bite for the newcomers? We have made my chickpea mm, pancakes. Mm, mm, mm. No guilt. Don't worry about the flour. If you want to know how to get the flour, go to your local health food store. If they don't have it, ask them to get it. It's called einkorn flour. It's very good. The wheat germ is not stripped from it. Everything that you're getting is healthy. It's absolutely delicious. The chickpea adds protein, so you're getting support there, fiber. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Blueberry pancake, huh? Straight out the pan. Ooh, look at this. Straight out. Mm. The next year, All right, Lynette. Lorraine. All right. Mm. That's good, even without straight out the pan. Straight out the pan. Straight out the pan. Straight out the pan. Add a little butter if you like, or not. Add a little syrup if you like, or not. And just eat it. Mm. Oh my goodness. Please put the blueberries, strawberries, mango, whatever you like. That's all I got for you all. But I got a message. The cookbook is coming soon. Stay tuned. Thank you so very much for watching. Share this live. Share, share, share. Remember, you are my kitchen companions and you are usher in my kitchen. You know, like at church, you have ushers. You are now officially an usher. Once you come in, it's in the bylaws. You have to share. You have to like, and you have to comment. I would love for you to do that because I love a Talk to Me kitchen like I love a Talk to Me church. All right, until I see you again. Happy chickpea pancake eating. Bye.
Welcome to the kitchen where the flavors stick. Cooking up magic with the Chickpea chick. From hearty bowls to a crispy twist. Every single bite you don't want to miss. Yeah, golden and roasted, mashed or whipped. Healthy, soulful, fully equipped. Turn the page, take a look real quick. You're cooking now with the Chickpea chick. Chickpea, yeah, we stir it up. Love in every pan, filling every cup. Simple bowl, let your passion click. Come alive with the Chickpea chick. Chickpea, yeah, we stir it up. Love in every pan, filling every cup. Simple bowl, let your passion click. Come alive with the Chickpea chick. Chickpea chick. Chickpea, Chickpea chick.
What I am doing and what is coming to you is my book. Yes, it's called Chickpea Chick. Can I get some applause? Can I get some likes? Can I get some love? Let me tell you, oh my goodness, this is a passion of mine. You know, I use them all the time. All the time. It is called Chickpea Chick. Why? Because I am the Chickpea Chick. In this book, you will get all types of recipes. That 1 15-ounce can, I could teach you in this book how to make breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert. Bam! Out of one can. You can't make that out of a steak or chicken. You just get a piece of chicken, then you got to add whatever else you got to add. Let me tell you, it's coming to you and it's coming soon. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. And I really would love for you to just get the book, read through it, stock up on your chickpeas